Good morning, everyone. Ginette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading from Spirit, where we dive into the cards to see what's in store. Now, I do want to say when I do mediumship readings, I just go straight to Spirit. I just open up that pathway. I don't use cards. But for these kinds of readings, I love using oracle cards. I think they're a beautiful tool for either general readings because the messages in the images can give us that little bit more. And also, here's one of the biggest things. When you're medium, it is so much easier to bring through messages for other people. Sometimes when you're trying to medium yourself, right? When I'm trying to tune into spirit for myself on something that I need a really concrete answer or something like that, sometimes I can get in my own way because the way that the messages come through are so finite sometimes in how they come through. There are times where, as we all do, we question, is that me? Or is that spirit? And so oracle cards are a very helpful tool to help increase that communication. So if you're struggling yourself to figure out how to get messages for yourself and you're not sure if what you're getting makes sense, a great thing to do is to use oracle cards or tarot cards as a secondary confirmation of what you're getting originally. So very handy tool. Anyways, that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed that moon last night. It was wild in intensity. I know a lot of people mentioned they felt really wobbly. The energy was kind of this wavy, wobbly energy. I definitely felt it myself. And it was a very active dream night too for me. So I'm curious how you guys felt it was as well. So now that we have that full wolf moon that happened and we have Uranus going direct today. So let's see, using the same cards this week, we'll stick with the same ones, the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's see what Spirit has in store for us today as we move one planet direct, the planet of collective consciousness, collective movement. Let's see what's in store. Oh, interesting. Okay, very interesting. So the cards we have first is the initiation, okay, followed by the Pleiades, followed by trust the niggle. So this initiation basically is referring to this energy of movement through. So movement through, so this card says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. And crossing the threshold is where I'm getting a big hit from Spirit to talk about. It's about today with Uranus going direct for the collective consciousness, the collective is moving through or crossing this threshold, movement forward, no longer stepping or staying behind this doorway, they are moving forward. And so we're going to see a forward momentum here. There is a crossing of the threshold that's happening. And it's kind of like this collective rite of passage that we're moving through. So I will be so curious to see the things that come forward in the collective this week. And that collective might be, you know, different government choices or decisions, or, I mean, maybe I'm being too lofty there, but shifts in higher consciousness. Now, the reason why I'm saying higher consciousness is this here, if you look, they're following the pathway up from the dark into the light and color. And that is the direction that Spirit is showing me too. So when I say collective shifts, I mean collective shifts for the better, for good, for forward movement, not going into the dark. So we may see things happen that we think, oh man, this is going backwards. But there's something else that is also happening to push it forward. That is what this whole forward push is for. It's awakening, further awakening. So we are crossing that threshold today as we speak, which is exciting. Okay, and then that feeds into this next card, the Pleiades, which really is this concept of a double mission. And so the way that Spirit is giving this to me too is that thing that I just said, where we may see something feel like it's going backwards, but there's a double mission at play. So as one thing might appear it's going backwards, there are also many other things moving forward, which help shift the entirety of the collective anyways. So follow the things that align with you in moving forward. That's what they're talking about. As well, part of this moving forward in this card is reflected by the Pleiades. Now, the Pleiadians come from the Pleiades star system, and they are ascended beings of higher consciousness who have already gone through the ascension process that humanity is in the midst of. There are many different beings helping humanity grow and ascend right now. And one simple thought to kind of, for those of you that are like, whoa, that just went way too far, I get it, and I've been there. One simple thought to ponder is, with the amount of planets and galaxies within the universe is in the billions, maybe even trillions, tons and tons. So to think that within this Milky Way galaxy, within our solar system, that we would be the only inhabited singular planet out of all of the billions of galaxies, and galaxies within them have different solar systems, probability says most likely we're not the only inhabited planet, right? So I will give you that to ponder as I talk about Pleiadians. But anyways, what I'm getting at with this Pleiades system, or this Pleiades card, is there's also this double mission of humanity moving forward and doing the things it can to step forward, and also this help from the higher realms, from your spirit guides, which in some cases may be Pleiadians or higher light beings. We have angels, we have light beings, we have family members or friends, or people that have had many lifetimes on earth as our guides. It is not limited to a certain thing, just as we can have animals as guides as well. So there's a big energy from these higher realm beings helping us grow and ascend too, as we move through and cross this threshold. So this is a really beautiful thing. This is a great support card for this one of this forward movement. Now, this last one is trust the niggle. And this is asking you to trust that inner flow, that inner feeling, the thing that's pulling at your heartstrings, and not necessarily just in maybe a romantic way, but what is pulling at your soul, what is pulling at you from within to move forward. It's saying trust why it's doing that. Trust the pulls. As well, they're showing me right now, trust the number symbolisms right now too, the number patterns. If you're seeing like 1111 or 222, trust the repeated signs that you're getting, especially if they're numbers. And that helps you to trust that energetic flow within you. It helps you trust that heart pull to try something new, go somewhere new, do something different, release one way of being and open to another. Right now, if we trust that, as we move through this threshold, we're going to move faster. We're going to move with more ease and grace in the right direction of where we want to go. So with all of that being said, this is happening not only internally for us as individuals, but it is also happening today as a collective with Uranus going direct, meaning forward movement. So this is a really big, powerful day. So I'm really curious what you guys get, how it makes you feel today. Notice what you notice. Notice what things seem to have shifted or clicked into place or moving forward, both within you and outside of you. A lot of exciting stuff to come this week. So I hope that helps. If you guys are wanting to deepen your journey into exploring your consciousness, check out avalonspirit.com. Lots of great stuff there, lots of great avenues for exploration. And as well, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And if someone would benefit from this message, please share it. It just helps to bring through the messages from Spirit to whoever it needs to reach. And so if you feel that pull, trust it, send it, share it. And I sure appreciate it. So you guys have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow.